Come on in.
Kinda crazy right now. Kinda crazy for you. You don't know where the future's gonna lead. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be able to see where you gotta go in your head in order to get there. See what I'm saying? I can't see the loss, but I can quite clearly see the victory. My girl broke up with me, said she hit the club. Found out she did some things that I needed to know. Got me displaying emotions I ain't eager to show. Damn right, I need some liquor raw beef for the blow. I didn't wanna see it, but it looks like the fucking end. Thought she tried to play me when she said he was just a friend. Loved her with all my heart, so to me it wasn't fair. When she ended us, it was confusing and it wasn't clear. How she would talk to other niggas like it wasn't there. Used to be the warmest, now it seemed like she didn't wanna care. Her icy stare looked at me and said get over it. I couldn't believe that this was someone that I must do. Hit me with the 1-2, it wasn't knocked out early. Worse, she claimed that she wasn't trying to hurt me. Never thought this would happen to me, no way. Still expect me to win, cause I'ma be okay. Always been a standout, but I want in. I'm just somebody trying to do my thing. But time's been rough and time's been grim. Still I know in the end that
I am gonna win.
Even when I might sin, I've been through the storms, the clouds, the wind. Some things might hurt, some things might sting, but I know in the end that I am gonna win. They saw that I'm hot, now they want me to start falling and drop. Expect a blessing when the devil don't know that you got. These days a lesson and a level as I draw to the top. My mind's a weapon, better settle this is caution to stop. Pay attention, in chaotic times you gotta listen. Don't pain, you will gain the most hidden strength and wisdom. So told old girl I'm packing, I'm going and humbled myself when I had to move back in my mom. Thought this is so wrong, it's probably right, but the darkness stopped in my sight, now I gotta see light. You couldn't know you can't, the greatest lie man told. I had to lose everything to gain it back tenfold. I've been through the wire and I've been through the fire, and I brought back proof that I'm the truth and you a liar. Thinking that I might break down on crack, I'm at the position, wouldn't even count on that. Always been a standout, but I want in. I'm just somebody trying to do my thing. But time's been rough and time's been grim. Still I know in the end that I am gonna win. Even when I might sin, I've been through the storms, the clouds, the wind. Some things might hurt, some things might sting, but I know in the end that I am gonna win. I got 3 kids, I love all of them the same. That's why when I get hurt, I be swallowing the pain. And when I have a problem, not the bottles that I drain. No, you gotta be insane, I got knowledge in the brain. Negative times always got a positive attitude. Cause my kids only gotta do what daddy do. Science bold takes the higher road, straight avenue. Lions fall into wine mode, I'm gonna battle you. Fight for what I believe in and what I find is true. But sometimes what you believe in should also fight for you. I got the courage of a lion, you're attracted to the confidence game and facing the fear. It's a magical, heard the kid. Don't act like my flame is inflammable. Work the pig, this game made me an animal. No one knows the future, it remains a mystery. I can't see the loss, but I can clearly see the victory. Always been a standout, but I want in. I'm just somebody trying to do my thing. But time's been rough and time's been grim. Still I know in the end that I am gonna win. Forgive when I might sin. I've been through the storms, the clouds, the wind. Some things might hurt, some things might sting, but I know in the end that I am gonna win.
Good morning, it's Cymarshall, episode 37, Parents in the Pandemic. We're gonna get it popping because it's Friday.
Don't know where you are, Cymarshall. You just called me and call you back 2 minutes later.
I didn't mean to play this.
Call me when you're ready. Hey, Cymarshall, I don't have my GPS.
Let's rock out with it anyway.
Just like I said, you have it, so look feet in the car and bring it over here
These
tonight.
are the last voicemails that I got from my dad before he passed away. He passed away and I had like 50 voicemails on my phone. And I put them all on the intro for my song Letter to My Father that was on my album Hip Hop and the Soul 3. So this is my father, rest in peace, before my song called Letter to My Father.
I'm asking me to call you and let you know that today I should reach at 9:30 this morning. Okay, see you later. Hey Sam, I was looking for the key for the back room. I'm about to go to the street now, so I guess you shall there. I didn't get to get it in. Oh, I found it. Okay, I'm back. Hey Sam, if you get this, give me a call.
Rest in peace, Dad.
Hey Sam, when you get this, give me a call. Hey Sam, when you get this message, give me a call. It's that. Cymarshall, give us a call and let me know when you come down, you know. Okay.
Everything I do, I try to channel my dad's spirit. You can feel it in every bar and every lyric. He was the realest, died 2 years ago. I swear to God, I still feel him though. We go on because we have to. It hurts every time there's a question I wanna ask you. Why did the Most High call for your return? You died too early, I know there was much more to learn. If I didn't think you were okay, it would destroy me. But I feel you somewhere probably chilling with Uncle Lloydie. Well, at least that's my wish. You somewhere here in Dub Place and eating fried fish. I often wonder now what you think of my kids. Did you give me the strength to help me write this? This man might not be true, but what my son told me the other day felt came from you.
Father, 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 God, I'm missing you so much, so much, so much. Father, 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 I wanna thank you for your love and everything you've done for me.
Dad, I miss you more than ever now that you're never around. And when I argue with my siblings, feel I'm letting you down. You might understand we share the temper as you know, but in your later years I noticed you letting that go. The cancer was a curse, wasn't nothing nice, but I feel it gave you a greater appreciation for life. My heart is strong, I got love and God in mind. Still the Grim Reaper's the greatest thief cause I got robbed of time. I try not to question the creator, but I know you would have loved this last trip to Jamaica. Did you know now I'm not broke, I'm done with the poor? Cause I did pass that test you see me studying for. Though a spirit, something you could never see. Sometimes I feel that you're sitting next to me.
Good morning.
I swear to God I feel your energy. I wrote this for you, but it's really my therapy.
Father, 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 God, I'm missing you so much, so much, so much. Father, 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 I wanna thank you for your love and everything you've done for me.
Sometimes I wanna go back to being little, but big man gotta step up cause now mom's is a widow. Sometimes I feel annoyed cause I can't fill a void. I'm not you, I shouldn't try to be. It's just to look in mom's eyes and see it's gotten tough. And anything that I do, I know that it's not enough. So some days I remain in silence, get on my knees and pray for guidance. I often wonder what would dad do? Wake up with the answer and silently say thank you. I just want you to be proud of me. Know that I am brave and I will never move cowardly. From you I had learned to shine like a lantern. Stay true to me, never conform and stand firm. I miss you, Pops, that's what this letter's shown. Cause you are the greatest man I ever known.
Father, 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 God, I'm missing you so much, so much, so much. Father, 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 I wanna thank you for your love and everything you've done for me.
Good morning.
Some 9:30 protest.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today has to be a good day because I'm looking at the date. And the date has all my favorite numbers in it. Sorry. Good morning. Today's date is February 12th, 2021. Episode 37. Today must be a special day. Those are a lot of special numbers. I believe in numbers being special, certain numbers having certain powers. So today is episode 37, holds a 3 and a 7, two special numbers. My favorite numbers together are 1 and 2, or 2 and 1, or 12 and 21. And today is 2021, February 12th. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. I hope you guys are doing good today. We made it through the week. I am feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling pretty good. Today's show is called Parents in the Pandemic, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. This is an instrumental letter to my father on the Hip Hop and the Soul 3 album, a song I wrote about my father, rest in peace, to Pops. However, let's get into the morning prayers. Universal gods, I'd like to thank you for allowing us to wake up today full of love in our hearts. Thank you for releasing any negativity we have within us. Thank you for releasing any doubts we have within us. Thank you for taking away any bad vibes we have within us. Thank you for releasing any lack of confidence that we have. God, thank you for letting us know that we're not alone in times where we feel like it's us against the world, it's us versus everybody. Thank you for reminding us that there are good people still in the world and there's still hope. Thank you for parents, God. Thank you for the good parents. Thank you for the parents that stick around. Thank you for the parents that know that time is the best currency that they can offer. Thank you for the parents that love genuinely and love hard and love effortlessly. Thank you for love. Thank you for inner peace. Thank you for inner happiness. Thank you for brain power. Thank you for energy. Thank you for secret energy. Thank you for the lion within us all. Thank you for truth. Thank you for honesty. Thank you for the truth that comes with vulnerability. Thank you for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Amen, amen, and blessings to the day. Blessings. I'm like that dude in the meme that goes like this, except when I'm sprinkling stuff, I'm sprinkling like good energy on the top of your day. Good energy. I just need those shades. Oh man, I crack myself up. You gotta crack yourself up. If you cannot enjoy your own company, there's an issue here. If you can't enjoy your own company, do you think anybody else enjoys your company? Or you think they're just buying time to get rid of your ass? You gotta enjoy my own company. I remember when my dad was alive. Rest in peace, Dad. One day I was in a funk. It was a time, to be honest. I was a single dad. It was me and the kids, and I wasn't going out much because between work and taking care of the kids, I didn't really have time to go out. And I didn't have anyone, and I wasn't looking for anyone as far as like a woman. And I remember my peace, Ace one day in the building. I remember I said one day on a Saturday, I was like, yeah, I'm going to the beach. And my dad was like, oh, who you going with? And I was like, I'm going by myself. And he was like, yo, you're weird. But I went to the beach that day and I had a great time. I was by myself, I didn't have the kids that weekend, and I enjoyed my own company. I spent a full day at the beach by myself. I took a book. I went to the boardwalk. I had a couple drinks at the boardwalk. I just enjoyed myself, and I think that was actually the road to my recovery, was that me just understanding. And I think that was when I first learned that. It was me understanding that I didn't need anyone to be happy. And I think that was one of the first signs for me that I was a pretty strong parent, because I was doing it because I didn't want my children to be looking at me and seeing like dad being all sad, dad not having any fun, dad, mom's not with dad, so dad can't handle his life. He's not, because it's monkey see, monkey do. And if your kids see you, being down and not having confidence and not having a good time, they tend to follow their parents. I remember a couple days when I was pretty sad, and I was trying to hide it, and through me, I really don't complain. So if there's something wrong with me, you're probably gonna have to see it in my eyes, or you're gonna have to see it in my face before I can tell you anything. So I remember I was really down at that period, but I was smiling all over the place. And my son, the middle one, he would always come up to me and just go like this. He would have this big smile, and he would smile at me like this, non-stop, until I was like this. And I had to smile back. So shout out to the kids that help the parents to get through rough times, even when the parents are trying to be strong and not show any vulnerability because they don't want to show their kids they're hurt. So that brings me to my topic of the day: parents in the pandemic. Sheesh, 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 sheesh. You know, the other day I spoke about teachers in the pandemic, and teachers are obviously having a hard time getting that ass whooped. But yo, I want to highlight parents today in the pandemic, because guess what? Parenting, according to me, is the hardest job on planet Earth, because you are 100%, 2,000% responsible for a being's life that did not choose to be brought to this life. I tend to think actually souls pick their parents, but as far as like them choosing to be born into this world, I don't think they had that choice. I think you and your partner, you know, it takes two to tango, whoever you got into it with and birthed this seed, are fully responsible. And I feel like some parents take this very seriously and other parents take it very lightly. I mean, we have some type of parents that are hands-on parents, and we have some type of parents that don't really say anything. They just kind of watch their kids grow up. And I feel like it's the parents that take an active role in their children's lives that don't even know how to not have an active role in their parents' lives. Excuse me, in their children's lives, that right now, at this very moment, that are struggling the most, because they're seeing their kids go through these things, and they know damn well that this pandemic and COVID is going to have long-lasting effects on their children. So us as parents, we're doing our best as adults to deal with like our lives. We have to keep going to work. We have to keep going to school, and we're actually mature enough to like do our best to deal with this. Although a lot of us are not dealing with it well, we're just coping for the time being. We're seeing our children, and we do not want our children to go through this. So we're doing everything we can to try to shield them from the effects of what's happening right now. And because we're doing that extra job, parents are getting that ass whooped, because it's not hard. I'm thinking about one of my friends right now. Matter of fact, like 4 of my friends. Yeah, 4 of my friends are new dads. So a lot of us have to work from home. So imagine this. You're a new dad, right? The daycare has closed down, obviously, because of COVID. And even if it didn't close down, because some daycares, for some reason, they're able to stay open, it doesn't close down. But you don't want to take your kid to daycare, because every time you take your kid to daycare, guess what happens? He gets sick. But when he stays home and he's not in daycare, or when she's not in daycare, they go months on end without getting sick. So it's COVID right now. So you definitely don't want them getting sick. So you're definitely not taking them to daycare. If you have the option to work from home, more than likely right now you have your child who might be an infant, who might not even be old enough to be in school and be occupied during the day. And then you might have your kids who are in school. And then on top of that, you have to work from home. Yo, shout out to the parents in the pandemic, because this is what's happening. This is what's happening. So they'll be at work. They'll be on an office call, right? They'll be on an office call. And they'll have a headset on, right? And then they'll hear, Dad! This is in my case. I need to go to the toilet! Fam, you're telling me that I'm on this conference call, I'm in the middle of configuring this firewall switch for a company out in Japan who don't give no fucks that my 2-year-old has to take shit. Yo, so that might not seem like, I made a big joke out of it, but yo, on the real, this is what's going on. And I feel like I have a 2-year-old in the house, but imagine if you have a kid that's younger than 2 and is not able to take care Obviously, my 2-year-old's not able to take care of himself, but at least he's able to walk and talk and tell me that, Dad, I have to go to the toilet. Imagine now you're on a conference call and you're at home and your kid's not even able to verbalize what's wrong with them. They're just crying. Their mom's at work, their mom's at school. And this is what actually happened to me. So I'm at home at work. Their mom is not even home. She's at school. So it's like me with 2 kids upstairs. I mean, parents in the pandemic are getting that ass whooped. We're burnt out. We're burnt out on a whole level. I'm pretty sure that people are not at gyms because, you know, the gyms are one of the biggest places that COVID's been spread. I've been sporadically going to the gym. I might go today actually. But every time I go to the gym, I'm like kind of jumpy, like, yo, should I be doing this shit? Because I might not be one of the most people who are vulnerable to COVID, but suppose I'm a carrier for the shit. So you always have to think about that shit. So yo, these parents in the pandemic, so beyond being at work, right, and having to deal with this, and then I saw this meme the other day where it was like a parent saying, you know what, F this, and I'm teaching my kid to do math the old way of doing math, because you know they changed up the way they do math nowadays. I try to teach my kids how to do math. They're like, Dad, that's not it. That's not it. So on top of this, I was saying, so we're home, right? And I know me personally, I'm the type of person who needs some air from the house. Like I need some space. Even from my own family sometimes. But inside this motherfucker, everybody's always home. So I've never had time to like go, there's always someone in your way. And as a parent, you definitely need like time for your brain to like chill for a second, for someone not to be like, Dad. Or you need time to even be away from your significant other so you have time to appreciate yourselves. But in the pandemic, everybody's always home. And that's becoming like whooping our ass. It's like, so I want to give a big shout out to the parents that have been holding it down during the pandemic and staying sane and not overindulging in negative bad behaviors and bad habits, such as over drinking, over smoking, overeating. I'd like to give a shout out to the parents in the pandemic that have not succumbed to arguments with the people in their house just because they're home. I know you're going through it, so I just wanted to give a big shout out to let you know that you're not alone. Your people are going through this all over the world. And I want you to keep your head up. I want you to know that there have been no parents in the history of planet Earth to do exactly what you're doing. There have been similar times. You know, we did have the swine flu and we did go through all types of crazy eras. So I'm not saying this is worse, but specifically just like this, I think this is the first time in history that anyone's had to go through this. So I want to give a big, huge shout out to the parents that are holding it down. The parents that want to fucking cry, but they can't do it because the kids are watching. The parents that want to break down, but they can't do it because the kids are watching. The parents that still find time to spend time with their children and show them love and positive energy and give them confidence and build them up. I want to give a shout out to you because you deserve it. You deserve a Medal of Honor. And I feel like parents in the pandemic are not getting enough credit, because it's like, who's going to give them credit? Who's going to give it to them? Because you looking, I mean, I don't even know if they're looking for credit, but who's going to give it to them? Because everyone's so caught up in their own worlds right now. And that's why I just want to take this time to shine a light on the parents in the pandemic. I've talked about students, I've talked about teachers, I've talked about a lot of things on the show. But this is for and sometimes they're single parents too. And that's another thing. That's another battle they have to fight. So I just want to give a huge shout out to the parents in the pandemic that are whooping ass right now. So yeah, I want to get into this joint. It's called Loot and Fire, My Mother. And then we're gonna get into Hero by Crossroads, and we're gonna come back and talk about a few things that have been going on. My name is Cymarshall. If you're enjoying the show, click subscribe. Positive energy, love. It's Friday. We made it through the week, and we're gonna have a great weekend. Let's go, Cymarshall.
Listen, I say, the mother one left, she can't run. The woman one left, she can't run. And the sister she one left, she can't run. But me can't get another mother in my life. It no care when nobody want to talk about. My mother feel sort out. She could have just run a fire and walk out. My mother feel sort out. Me no care when nobody want to talk about. My mother feel sort out. She could have just run a fire and walk out. My mother feel sort out. Mama give me all of the love and show me that she cares. Kisses and hugs and always be there. She's the only woman who weak to me, and trust me, she not fair. When the time of trouble come, she never run away. Me a one man when no like see my mother vex. Cause when I fool no in the pot a big time stress. And every little bickle then me know we have to get. I still me get friend was say for me man. I don't care when nobody want to talk about. My mother and a face out. She could have just won a fire and walk out.
Come on.
My mother thing a face out. Me no care when nobody want to talk about. My mother thing a face out. Could have just won a fire and walk out. My mother thing a face out. Hey mama, 9 months a breed for Papa never leave ya. So many struggle in the life you get to read ya. Things not get easier. Mama is a believer. Time travel fast and you still not get no visa. If I got the world, I give it to my parents. But mama in at the front seat. She give me time, she give strength in the time of patience. Mama is my heartbeat. Let me not care when nobody wants to talk about. My mother thing I feel sort out. She could have just won a fire and walk out. My mother thing I feel sort out. Me no care when nobody want to talk about. My mother thing I feel sort out. Could have just won a fire and walk out. My mother thing I feel sort out. Never forget the day I saw you cry. It was the first time I truly looked into your eyes. I want you get and I won't tell no lie. I got your birth sign. Your love is so divine. Me the mother one left, she can't walk. The woman one left, she can't walk. And the sister she one left, she can't walk. And me can't get another mother in my life. Me no care when nobody want to talk about. My mother feel sort out. She could have just run a fire and walk out. My mother feel sort out. Me no care when nobody want to talk about.
Hey.
My mother feel sort out.
Yeah.
She could have just run a fire and walk out.
Yeah.
My mother feel sort out.
Yo! My name is Cymarshall. This is Cymarshall Show, episode 37. And this next joint is called Hero by the Crossroads. Cymarshall on Ace Wonder. Let's go.
She's a
Hero, celebrating single parents, single mothers, single dads, moms, dads. Shout out to the parents in the pandemic, holding it down.
It's a man's world, nothing without a woman, I get it. But this one's for my single dads who don't get enough credit. Never looking for thanks, and that's a fact. But did put his dreams to the side and his family on his back. Sometimes life is a fight, but got a kid or kids that love you cause you come home every night. Been there since your children were little. You taught them how to walk, talk, then how to dribble. But there to pain with them. You were there when he scored a goal. Gave him information for the brain and the love was for the soul. The situation in pocket, cause you the type to have your kids' insurance cards in your wallet. Took them to appointments and medical offices. Dropped them off for practice and went to parent-teacher conferences. You even orchestrate and protect them from all all the hate, and you understand the importance of
Daddy and daughter day.
Some parents don't, and it's a shame.
Come on.
But you the type to try your hardest to never miss a game.
That was me.
They saying you a great dad and that's a blessing, but tell them excellence is the norm, not the exception. Why you surprised some of us genuinely good dudes? I mean, look who can even clean and cook too. You've been hurt and sometimes question God's plan, but you still set a great example of a strong man. When life got hard, you refused to break, and when you had the chance to be jealous,
You refuse to hate.
still talking values when life wasn't the nicest. And not everybody always sees your sacrifices. You're my hero.
And I don't know what to do. My hero cause of everything you helped me do. My hero even when it all seems so bad. My hero, hero. My hero and I don't know what to do. My hero cause of everything you helped me do.
Come
My
on.
hero even when it all seems so bad. My hero, hero.
I do it for my mama. I was more interested in commas instead of being a scholar. I was knee deep in some drama. Got myself in situations I knew you weren't proud of. Embarrassed the family in this hole I couldn't climb out of alone. Although your home thought I was out on my own. Mama's more anxious to show the world I'm bout it and grown. I would toy with the notion of you and dad together, sworn with devotion. But with that wish I should flip a coin in the ocean. Didn't enjoy those emotions, became so coy and was smoking way too much. Plus the weight on your shoulders, way too much. You held me down no matter what. Didn't frown when times were tough. I was stuck trying to find myself. When I was down, you held me up. We moved from Jersey because of me and my actions, I know. I was too busy trapping for dough when I wasn't smashing some hoe. You happened to show your love was greater than any wrong that I did. No longer a kid now, but still proud of me as long as you live. You watched the crew go from boys to men. May have been annoyed they sin, but enjoy my friends, hoping next time they can avoid the pen. May God bless you for convincing me I'm special. My dirt hit the fan, I became the young man parents didn't want you next to. But guess who proved them wrong in the long run? When it's all done, you raised an intelligent, respected, strong son, and remain my hero through thick and thin. I give my children unconditional love passed down from you as my gift to
You're
them.
my hero and I don't know what to do. My hero cause of everything you helped me do. My hero even when it all seems so bad. My hero, hero. My hero and I don't know what to do. My hero cause of everything you helped me through. My hero.
Yeah, buddy.
Seems so bad. My hero,
Hero. Yeah. Cymarshall, episode 37, Cymarshall Show. Hope y'all feeling good on this weekend. Started the weekend. Few things happening this weekend. That one movie's coming out. Judas and the Black Messiah, featuring Lakeith Stanfield and Daniel Kaluuya. I think that's how you say his name. Lakeith Stanfield is the brother who was in ATL, that series. He was also in was he in Get Out? I have a picture of this dude's face. He must have been. I know Daniel Kaluuya was in Get Out. He was also in Black Panther. But it's about the life of Fred Hampton, or part of the life. It's about an FBI informant that is hired by J. Edgar Hoover and them boys to go undercover and get intel on the Black Panther Party and Fred Hampton and that situation. So it's called Judas and the Black Messiah, that actually comes out today. It's actually out right now on HBO Max, because you know HBO has that whole thing where they release movies in the theaters, and the same day they've started to release the films on HBO Max, I think for 30 days. I've been had HBO Max, so I'm all in. I'm waiting for Mortal Kombat. I'm just waiting for Mortal Kombat. Nah, but today's gonna be dope. I recently heard about a dope Harley Quinn animated series on HBO Max. I'm gonna have to check that out, because everything DC does that's animated is pretty dope. I'm a big DC animated guy. I don't really enjoy Marvel animated movies as much as DC ones. And it's funny because Marvel has real movies on Smash, and DC was always having problems with their movies. Although I did like Justice League. That's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people didn't really appreciate Justice League, but I appreciated that movie. moving right along. My good news of the day. You know, every day I'm having good news. This happened a few days ago. Louisiana sanitation workers helped police find a missing 10-year-old girl while on their pickup route. Shout out to Dion Merrick and Brandon Antone. So I checked out this story. I watched the video of the brothers. Apparently, they got a police report somehow, and they knew this car was missing, and they knew a 10-year-old girl was missing. So they were driving along their route, and they saw this car in a field just looking real suspect. So they did a U-turn, and they blocked off traffic. And what do you know? They found the missing car and the 10-year-old girl. So shout out to those two sanitation workers who went above and beyond their job as sanitation workers and found a missing 10-year-old girl. I told you there still are good people in the world. And the parents in the pandemic who lost that little girl who was kidnapped, I'm sure are gonna have a great weekend with their daughter back in her, their arms. So shout out again to Dion Merrick and Brandon Antone from Louisiana, the sanitation workers. You guys are heroes. We talk about the Avengers, we talk about the X-Men, but you guys are the real heroes. No, I'm being serious. I really am. I just always wanted to say that you're the real hero. So yeah, moving right along. Lighten the mood a bit. The Gorilla Glue lady. I'm sure y'all must have heard about the Gorilla Glue lady. The lady that thought her glue was hairspray and sprayed Gorilla Glue in her hair, then touched her joint, and then couldn't get it off like Homeboy in Police Academy. I know y'all must have seen the scene in Police Academy when Mahoney went in my man's shower and put the super glue in my man's shower. Yo, shout out to all my Police Academy fans. So yeah, the Gorilla Glue lady was trying to reenact Police Academy, Mahoney and them boys, and got her hand stuck in her hair. But recently she had surgery, and they were able to salvage her hair, her scalp, and she is now able to run her fingers through what's remaining of her hair. So shout out to the doctor that helped her out, and I hope Gorilla Glue lady gets a fade. I don't want to be making fun of this woman. I'm not. I am sort of. Anyhow, moving right along. I released a new song on Tuesday, and somehow on Wednesday I neglected to play it. I don't even know if I'm going to play it today. Maybe I'll play it at the end of the show. But the song is called Li Xiao Long, a.k.a. Everything is a Lesson. I called the song Li Xiao Long because at the time I was watching a Netflix series on Bruce Lee called The Legend of Bruce Lee. And I found out his real name is Li Xiao Long because the title song, that's what the title song was. It would go, Li Xiao Long, and then it brought me to all these crazy conclusions like Li Xiao Long sounds like Li Cymarshall. And then it made me start thinking about how in Tekken, where I got my name, how the character Martial Law looked exactly like Bruce Lee, and his name was Xiao Long. And then Bruce Lee's real name is Li Xiao Law. It all connects. I'm sure it was no accident. So yeah, the song's Everything is a Lesson because Bruce Lee, my favorite historical figure, saw everything as a lesson. And so one day I felt like writing a song about it because I was watching the series Everyday Hardcore. Yo, if you want to see a dope ass series on Bruce Lee's younger life, check out Legend of Bruce Lee on Netflix if they still have it up. So it's a cheesy film series. It was probably filmed in like maybe the early 90s or late 80s. But it tells a story of Bruce Lee's younger life that's not often told. So yeah, shout out to the whole Lee family. What else we got here? The NBA All-Star Game. I don't think we talked about this the other day. Right now, the NBA is going back and forth on if they're gonna have the All-Star Game, I suppose. And some players are saying they don't want to play. Some players are saying they do want to play. The NBA, I think they've moved their position on them saying they were going to fine players if they didn't play. I'm not sure what y'all think about that, but me personally, I feel like no one should be forced to play in the All-Star game. I mean, I understand if you signed a contract and you have to perform and play in the regular season, but if this is an All-Star game for entertainment, I mean, it's all entertainment. But I suppose if this is an All-Star game that doesn't count towards the regular season, and this is a time where players were able to spend some time with their families throughout the year, especially the kind of years, we've been having the last 2 years, I think that the NBA shouldn't be fining anyone. I think if you're a player and you made the All-Star team but you don't want to play, I think you should not be able to play. I think someone else who may want to play should be given the opportunity. I feel like it's just even a stupid-ass rule for us to even be thinking about that shit. Like, you're going to fine me if I don't want to play in the All-Star game? That's like shucking and jiving 101. Some people, I tell you. Moving right along. What else do we have here? Recently, yesterday, I saw that Jay-Z, Mary J. Blige, LL Cool J, Shaka Khan, Fela Kuti, Tina Turner, Dionne Warwick, Foo Fighters, among many others, have been all nominated for the 2021 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Awards. I think that shit is dope. Some people on this list, like Tina Turner, Shaka Khan, have been around for a lot longer than, say, like a Jay-Z or LL Cool J. So I'm wondering how come it took so long for like a Tina Turner to get nominated to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Or maybe she's been nominated before, but she didn't get in. But Tina Turner definitely deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Tina Turner, LL, Jay-Z definitely deserves to be up in there. Mary J. Blige. So shout out to them, and I hope they all get accepted because everyone, Shaka Khan, Fela Kuti, Dionne Warwick, Foo Fighters even. And the list was longer than that. I just named the people that I was most affected by because this is Cymarshall. Oh, man. Speaking of Jay-Z, I'm hearing that Jay-Z and Michael B. Jordan will be bringing an Ali series to Amazon. How dope is that? That Michael B. Jordan and Jay-Z are bringing together their respective companies to bring to us Muhammad Ali series. Muhammad Ali is another one of my favorite guys from history. I got all my favorite guys behind me. Ali, Bruce Lee, Bob Marley. Yeah, that's dope. They said the series is going to bring parts of Muhammad Ali's life to the forefront that haven't previously been seen before. So as someone who has studied Ali, have written a song about Ali, I'm all for it. It's like when Michael Jordan, or not Michael Jordan, whoever came out, ESPN came out with the documentary The Last Dance. I was super excited because you always think that like you've heard everything you need to hear about Michael Jordan. And then they come out with this 10-part documentary, and it's even more information on Michael Jordan that you've never known. So for Michael B. Jordan and Jay-Z to be coming out this documentary on Muhammad Ali, I can't wait. I think it's going to be super dope. I feel like when Jay gets into a project, I feel like he puts his heart into it. And Michael B. Jordan has been on fire recently, so I feel like the two of those brothers coming together right now to put out the Ali series is going to be real dope. So shout out to those brothers who are going to be checking that out. What else? I was going to say funny, but it's not funny. Recently, Jeep pulled a Bruce Springsteen commercial after his DWI. Bruce Springsteen, get it together, my guy. Nah, I'm not judging Bruce Springsteen because we've all had our own issues, me included. Yay! Yo, also, please do check out hiphopintheflesh.com, my site where I post this show every time. Yesterday, I put up a new review from Rosa of the book that we reviewed on Wednesday, stamped by Jason Reynolds and Ibrahim X. Kendi. So yeah, Rosa's new review is up on hiphopintheflesh.com. Yo, a great book review. I bought Stamp the other day. It should be coming today. I'm gonna give that to my son. He listens to the show, so I bought you a book and you're gonna read it. Yeah. So we're gonna get into another joint and we'll come back with the quote of the day and send you guys on your merry way. I suppose I should play the song that I put out on Tuesday. The song I was talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I would do that. Only thing is I don't have it here. Yeah, I do. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Gotta get the hard drive, homie. What y'all doing? What y'all doing this weekend? What y'all got planned? Type to me in the chat. What y'all got planned? I'm watching. What's going on this weekend? Oh, it's Valentine's Day weekend. Y'all got some plans? What y'all got? Y'all got some booty calls? What y'all got? Tell brother, tell me. I won't tell nobody. It's like, don't tell me because the internet's watching. And I'm going to upload the song to Apple and everyone's going to know your business all over planet Earth. Anyhow, yeah, this is Cymarshall Law. Everything is a lesson. Lee Xiao Long, produced by your boy. Cymarshall Law Show, episode 37, Parents in the Pandemic.
Woke up this morning, I made this beat, I wrote these rhymes, and I'm about to spit them. Shout out to my children, Taisha, Azura, Nauri.
Orion.
Just know, I do this for y'all. To put it loosely, when they ask who's he, who me? I'm determined like the legend of Bruce Lee, to live my life in a way that I could call my own. Fuck was popular, I was never what you could call a clone. So a large group of friends I'll probably never win, cause bitch niggas scared of the truth, and I ain't genuine. Ask my friends if he give a fuck, they'll say, besides the first one to keep it a buck. I know, grew up as a quiet child and I ain't used to talk. I was busy studying it, my own school of thought. Instinctively I'll never let nobody think for me, cause you falter when you let someone alter your history. I'm the type of person to question the question, and even in the smallest things I'll find a lesson. What I'm studying one day you'll learn as the strategist who never thinks in the short term, yo. In everything there's a lesson. If we go to war, I'll use my thoughts as a weapon. Life's about the journey, not the win. I'm a born leader who was never meant for following. In everything there's a lesson. If we go to war, I'll use my thoughts as a weapon. I'ma make my fam proud, just know I was never one for following the crowd. I'ma find my own way, self-respect is me I'm honoring, cause you get lost if it's someone else's path you're following. Life's about the journey, not here to just win. One thing, it's yourself you gotta trust in. You should know a lot of dudes are slow, but I don't fuck with people who talk for the sake of doing so. Like a monk in the mountains, you gotta block out the voices, cause at the end of the day, your life is a reflection of your choices. There's gonna be ups and downs, know that that's a fact. It's not about what happens, it's about what happens after that. I'ma get mine, but for you it's bedtime, cause you made the mistake of thinking that your dreams have a deadline. I stay woke, but I see you be the type to fall asleep and miss the end of the movie. My siblings told me never to quit. I'm coming down like the credits at the end of the flick. Yeah. In everything there's a lesson. If we go to war, I'll use my thoughts as a weapon. Life's about the journey, not the win. I'm a born leader who was never meant for following. In everything there's a lesson. If we go to war, I'll use my thoughts as a weapon. I'ma make my fam proud, just know I was never one for following the crowd. No born to die, but what will you accomplish when you alive? In the waters of my mind, I scuba dive. Swimming in my thoughts, it's myself that I pick apart. I got a bigger heart, so protect myself from my inner shark. The obvious enemy we first see, but the greatest fight that I'll ever fight is me versus me. To keep out wrong, I go to war like Wong Jack versus Lee Xiao Long. Berserk, I try to give you the best of law, but I'm an introvert and I was never an intentional whore. I took a break, they said why did you stop for? Cause I'm calculated, I never move if I'm not sure. If you confused and you don't trust my plan, know that it was never needed for you to understand. Listen to my intuition, my living divine. The planet is ours, but the mission is mine. And everything there's a lesson.
Yeah, buddy. Cymarshall Law Show, episode 37. You were in tune. February 12th, 2021. When we gonna get it? How we get it? Yeah, so we've come to the end of the show. And I want to give y'all the quotes of the day. I want to remind y'all to treat those parents in the pandemic with respect and honor, love, compassion, and empathy. They're going through things that they're not always enunciating. They're going through things that they are enunciating, but they still feel is being, falling on deaf ears because everyone has their own problems right now. So shout out to the parents in the pandemic that are holding it down for their children, for their significant others, their mothers, for everybody right now. The parents in the pandemic, I'm sending y'all mad love. Y'all deserve it. Y'all been whooping ass. I see y'all. Y'all dealing with your own problems. You dealing with your children's problems. You helping out with homework. You coming home cooking. You coming home doing all types of things except taking care of yourself. So I'm here to remind y'all, take care of yourself. Spend some time, some quality time loving yourself. Enjoy your own company. Do what you need to do to take care of your mental health. Do not let this pandemic run you down. Do not let this pandemic run you over. Do not let this pandemic burn you out. You're doing a great thing. You are awesome. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not a parent right now, and I know you're just going through it during the pandemic, big up to you, because we all going through it right now. But just know you are not alone, and you're going to get through this one step at a time. So I want to give y'all a lot of love and positive energy. This is Cymarshall Law giving you love and positive energy. So you take it throughout your day with you, and you spread it around. You know what? This man did this very kind thing to me the other day. And it was a very simple gesture. It was yesterday, matter of fact. It was 2 days ago. I was in the supermarket, and I'm going to check out. And I had like 4 or 5 things in my hand, and he had, 10 things, and we're going to the line at the same time. But he's like, you can go up in front of me. And I had my Chappelle Pryor Murphy sweatshirt on, and he was like, those guys are great. Anyhow, he was like, you can go in front of me, and then he gave me this small card, and the card said, it was a kindness card, and it said, pass along the kindness. So now I have this card in my wallet that I have to do something kind for somebody, and then I pass them along the card. And I thought, this is such a brilliant idea. You know what I'm saying? More people need to do things like this. I think I'm going to press up like 500 cards of my own just to pass them out to people so that, I can spread the good vibes out into the world. Because it's like, if you get the card, then you have to pass it along to someone else and do something good. So shout out to that man who gave me that kindness card. I'm going to pass it along. He gave it to the right guy. He doesn't even know. He gave it to the right guy. Because I'm going to make sure that spreads in an even bigger way than he thought was going to happen. So yeah, the quote of the day. I have a few quotes here because I thought they were all dope. Let me cut off the instrumental. Get serious right quick. All right, here is quote of the day. I have 3. Children who are not encouraged to try, to explore, to master, and to risk failure often feel helpless and inadequate. Over-controlled by anxious, fearful parents, these children often become anxious and fearful themselves. This makes it difficult for them to mature. Many never outgrow the need for ongoing parental guidance and control. As a result, their parents continue to invade, manipulate, and frequently dominate their lives. By Dr. Susan Forward on Toxic Parents Overcoming Their Hurtful Legacy. Do I need to read that again? I won't. but some people need to hear it again. Da, 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 da. Next quote. If parents want to give their children a gift, the best thing they can do is to teach their children to love challenges, be intrigued by mistakes, enjoy effort, and keep on learning. That way, their children don't have to be slaves of praise. They will have a lifelong way to build and repair their own confidence. That one's by Carol Dweck. And last but not least, parents are the bones on which children sharpen their teeth. The end. That one's by Peter Ustinov. So yeah, my name is Cymarshall Law. This has been episode 37 of the Cymarshall Law Show. And I hope y'all gonna have a great weekend, a great Friday. You are, because you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it that way. Life is what you make it, and you're gonna make yourself a great weekend. Peace, love, and positive energy. Thank you for joining me this morning. And yeah, peace, y'all. See y'all on Monday.